Rim soap tools. Helpful hints. Part 1. Useful items. Not useful. Well, it could be useful, but such a sharp blade. I didn't want to risk cutting my fingers off, so I'm probably going to return this if I ever get around to it, to where I bought it, a linoleum knife. It would work, but I might slice my finger off. Not a good idea. A ruler with big numbers to easily read. A mold in which I made the soaps and then later used to cut the soaps. You can use anything you want for cutting your soaps. In terms of height lifters, you need to be able to lift the slab of soap, if you do it as a slab, up off of the bottom so that you can slice thinly. I used cardboard as well, but I've thrown it away since. And the way that's done for slicing the slab, if it's a multi-layer rim slab, is I used a mud wire I got from Amazon. You can get this also from mudtools.com. It's 15 inches long, a bit long for my size of slab. 2 handles this came with, very nice. And if I were to turn it this way, perhaps it wouldn't be too long. And you hold it down against the edges as you're slicing your thin layer of soap smoothly. That's how it works. You can make your own, as is demonstrated, or at least explained in 1 or 2 of the videos and tutorials that I linked in the challenge. Scraping the soap, if you need to scrape any nicks or unsmooth edges, I used this curved palette knife. It's Master's Touch. I got it at, I believe, Hobby Lobby, but you can try Joann's, Blick's, any store that sells painter supplies for the artistic painter, not the house painter. And you can, I find it works best if I scrape upward to get the edges smooth on the soap. It worked extremely well for that purpose. For a short Pringles can, it's the 2.5 or 2.3 ounce size of Pringles. I found that very useful for making a small batch of soap. For me, I got 4 bars of soap. You can get as many as 5 bars of soap at 1 inch thick, but on the bottom I inserted, and it's taped in so I can't take it out and show it to you right now, a small mayonnaise or a small peanut butter size can lid fits in there, and it's made of plastic, and it's perfect, a perfect fit, prevents any leakage. But I also taped it on so it wouldn't come out easily. It comes out very easily with the tape off. Freezer paper around the outside so that when you train your soap rim to curl on a round soap, the soap does not stick to your can. And you will train it by slowly rolling it. You don't want to roll it fast. It's more likely to crack. And that's how you do that. And you have less of your rim soap sticking to your outside of your can if you have it covered with freezer paper. And that is pretty much all the tools I wanted to mention. Have fun! Okay, here's an interesting little tidbit about the Pringles cans. The bottom, in one video I saw, said to cut that out. So I did that with one of them. And if you buy a small container of mayonnaise or a small container of peanut butter, the lid of the mayonnaise and the lid of the small peanut butter both fit perfectly inside the bottom of the Pringles can. Oops. Pops right out if you push with it, your hand. Anyway, snaps in. There it is. It shortens the bottom of your Pringles can by about 3/4 of an inch, I guess. Meaning you have less soap, 5 instead of 6 bars or something. Anyway, that's one thought. I'll still tape it on with this crafter's tape or packaging tape, whatever it's called. So the liner is now a bit short, too big, so I'll have to cut it down a little bit. But I think I like this idea better than putting one of these on and then just taping it. It comes with one lid, and if I buy enough of these, then I can get more lids, but I don't actually like Pringles for eating. But I bought them so that I could show the round soap. I made a round piece with the freezer paper, and then I cut little tabs so that I could make the circle better. Put that on top of the can, or on top of the lid from the mayonnaise. And there we go. It's lined on the bottom with the freezer paper. One of my ways of preparing the can. The Pringles can, before and after. This is hard. My hands don't like doing this. They sure don't. It's thinner on one end at least. Oh yes. This isn't the same as mitering the corners, but there's a similarity. Make sure I make this corner the right way. I'll include a photograph of how that's going to look. Okay, so that should do it. Not perfect, but it'll do it. I think I did it backwards. No, I did it the right way. Okay, that's better. And we put the rim in. Alright, now the distance. To create mitered corners in straight edge soap, if you want to do a straight edge soap in a rectangle or a square or star or whatever, I like the mitered corners. It helps to prevent leakage of the soap that you then fill later. So you do the outer rim and then you fill more soap in, and you can get leakage around here if there's a big gap. Like if I pull on this, you can see there's a big gap. If I don't pull on it, there won't be on this one. The way to get the mitered corners for those 4 edges is I laid them down on freezer paper and created a slant. You don't want to be too sharp in your slant, because if you are, then you're going to have a big gap. This gap is a good one. There's very little gap. But if the gap is big, you have leakage, which leaks out to the outer edge of your soap. And there you have a 4-sided straight mold.